the threat of the military-industrial complex, warning the United States that there is an entire system that is now in place that profits off of war and wants to keep creating these weapons and wants to keep escalating things because that's their business. That's the business. We're not good at regulating any businesses. We're not good at anything that's detrimental. We're not good at regulating overfishing of the oceans. We're not good at environment. We're not good at energy. We're not good at manufacturing. We're not good at regulating anything. Everything we've done has been a for-profit thing. When we allowed jobs to go overseas and decimated American manufacturing, there was no regulation of that. They didn't think that out. They didn't do a good job of managing that. No, they completely devastated manufacturing here. And we saw during the COVID crisis, during the lockdowns, oh my God, we can't get anything because everything's overseas. Everything's made overseas. Medicine, all the computer chips, everything. Like, they're not good at anything.
But I agree with you. The first part of Eisenhower's speech is spot on, and that is absolutely true. And yet at the same time, this is why I think people stop talking about things like nuclear war, or they move on to another more interesting subject that might be more entertaining, because who really wants to hear about this problem that seems to be cyclical? And there is, because you have to have a strong defense. You have to have a national security, otherwise you get walked all over. I think people kind of agree that.
Yes.
You can't really have a peace force.
Right. Agreed.
Okay.
Especially with the state of the world.
Right?
Right.
So, but the second part of Eisenhower's speech is important to me, and it's why I get people to talk to me in my books, because he says there's an antidote to the military-industrial complex, and that is an alert and knowledgeable citizenry, which is in essence what we're doing now by talking about this. It's what you do on your podcast. By having an alert and knowledgeable citizenry, and the word alert, I think, means engaged. You have to be able to talk to people in a way that they can, oh, wow, that's interesting. Well, I don't understand how that works. How does that work? And have these conversations. So in that regard, I would say that's a positive sign in the right direction. I think people are much more open to having an opinion about all of this than they were in, say, the 1950s.